So I can't be the only one that's realized, we're like a month away from the next big on-screen, film for the DC universe, and no one really cares. In case you didn't know, Supergirl comes out June 26th, and I, a huge superhero fan, have seen, I've seen every single superhero movie and show. Almost forgot that this film was coming out. It took a shower thought for the come back to me. Okay, it took a Hail Mary, basically shower thought, and I was just thinking in my head, like, why? And I think I came up with the answer. So one of the reasons I think that myself and a lot of people really don't have no interest in this movie is because I feel like I've seen this character before. So let me blow y'all's minds real quick. Now, let's see if this reminds you of another character. Maybe even a Marvel character. A woman? Drinks just a little bit too much, is a messy character, doesn't play by the rules. I'll give y'all a second to think about your answer real quick. If your answer was Jessica Jones, boom! That is the correct answer. I feel like I've seen this character before. She reminds me so much of Jessica Jones. I'm just going off everything that they've given us so far, which is actually quite a bit. She had like a minute-long appearance in the Superman movie last year, if you don't remember, which I wouldn't even blame you if you didn't remember that because it was so forgettable. Actually, I remembered it clearly because I was like, oh, I just like this character so much. Our first introduction to this character, who were, at the time I knew we were getting her movie the very next year, so I'm like, okay, let's see what we got. And she's rude, the Superman. She's drunk, and I'm sorry. Why would I want to see this character's movie a year later? Then we get the trailer, and she's drinking, she's moody because, she's still sad about losing her planet. Fair enough. What also scares me about this film is that I think I've already seen the plot before, okay? Let me blow y'all's minds once again. So, does this remind you of anything? So, this character basically has a falling out with their family, or in this case, loses their family. And she does a little space voyage, little space adventure. And then she finds her newfound family, whom she knows understands her, has the same values as her. Guardians of the Galaxy. If that was your answer, you're also right. What's crazy is that even though everything from DC is, approved by James Gunn, he's the big head honcho, okay? He didn't write nor direct this movie. And from the trailer, you'd be like, what? This looks like Guardians of the Galaxy with Jessica Jones as the main character. Yeah. I forget the dude's name who directed it, but it reminds me too much of Guardians of the Galaxy. Isn't necessarily the worst of things, but here's what I'm getting at. I'm not going to spend at least $14 on a ticket to go see something that I've pretty much already seen and a character that's not very likable. And if it's for a movie, it's probably gonna be mid. Like I'm just gonna say right now, this movie is not gonna be bad. It's not gonna be great. It's just gonna be here. I'm sorry, myself and so many people, I just can't afford to waste my money on mid movies. I don't have kids. I don't have a wife. So I'm just trying to think of families, man. Like, why would families go see this movie? Like, okay, so let's just say it's just you and your girl. Even if you have like a girlfriend, $28 plus tax. So looking at like $32 maybe for tickets, okay, and then plus popcorn and food, so we're damn near looking at around like $40 to $50 to go see a mid superhero movie, a Supergirl movie, a character featuring an unlikable main hero. Like, the only redeeming thing from the trailers that I got was that Jason Momoa gets to play his dream role as Lobo. That's cool to see. Jason Momoa is a likable actor. It's cool to see him get his dream role, Lobo. I remember seeing James Gunn's interview where he's like, as soon as I got announced as like the head of DC, I got a text from Jason Momoa saying Lobo, and I find that so funny. I believe that story. That may be the one reason I'll go and see this movie. It's not even for Supergirl. I'm gonna go see it for the darn villain, or not even the main villain in this movie, probably a side villain. Jason Momoa is a Lobo. Trying to think of families. Let's say you got 2 kids. That's so much money to a movie that's not really worth it. If I'm going to the movies this year, it's gonna be for movies like Spider-Man, The Odyssey, Avengers Doomsday, Dune 3. I'm more interested in Clayface than Supergirl because it's different from the rest of the DCU. I like horror movies and all of that. I'm also just curious like how they're gonna build Gotham in the DC universe. So I'm more curious in Clayface's movie. I'm definitely gonna go see that. I'm more interested in Werewolf that comes out, I believe, on Christmas, from the guy that made Nosferatu, a gothic horror movie about werewolves. Plus it's got Aaron Taylor Johnson, Willem Dafoe, Louis Rose Death. I'm really looking forward to seeing that movie, and I hope I'm explaining why I'm not that interested well enough, because I'm sure I'm not the only one. But I would actually like to hear anybody who's actually excited for this film comment why. Maybe you'll change my mind, because I need some motivation to go see it, because it's looking like I'm not going to be quite honest. You know, I have to pay college tuition right now, and I can't be shedding out cash like that. I'm willing to for Spider-Man. I know I'm probably gonna get my socks blown off. I'm willing to for the Odyssey, just because I really dig the story of the Odyssey. Christopher Nolan's a great director. Some of the casting is a bit weird though, but that film interests me. Dune 2, one of the movies that's made me feel hyped. Okay, I can't tell you how many movies have actually made me feel hyped. Dune 2 brought someone out of me. I'm ready to see the Holy War go down in Dune 3. I'm ready to see Avengers Doomsday just out of curiosity, because how are they gonna make that film work? You know, I'm ready to see Werewolf, a gothic horror movie. Kind of reminds me of some Burton stuff, some horror movies. Expect the same actors to show up. I expect great chemistry because those actors working together. And I like that's what's going on with the director, because remember Aaron Taylor Johnson, Willem Dafoe, and Louis Rose Death were all in Nosferatu. So I like it when actors get to work with each other a lot in different roles. It just builds good. But all in all, I'm not that interested in seeing Supergirl. I think I've explained why. It's just Jessica Jones and a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I'm not really interested. Not willing to open up my wallet for that. I also just think it's such a weird decision to make Supergirl your second DCU film. Like, what? We're getting a Supergirl movie before, I don't know, Wonder Woman, the most popular woman's character in all of comics. Batman, The Flash, Aquaman. I would have rather seen all these guys' movies before. James Gunn, what are you doing making Supergirl your second movie? What are you doing making Creature Commandos the first project of the like, these decisions are so whack. Like, I'm really worried about the DC, to be honest, because I thought the Superman movie was decent. There's quite a few scenes where I'm like, what? Superman wouldn't do that. Superman would not look at a big space monster fighting the Justice Game and be like, oh, they got this one. Sit out. Huh? Superman's gonna sit out? Huh? What about the laser the monster just shot at a building? A couple hundred people died because you didn't step in. And I also didn't like how Superman was just whining the whole time. He was getting beat up the whole movie. I also thought, I really dug Lex Luthor. I think Lex Luthor was fantastic in that movie. Okay, Nicholas Hoult is an amazing Lex Luthor. But I never got why he disliked Superman. His speech at the end about like why he despised Superman, I didn't get anything from it. I didn't get why. I don't know why you hate him. So I thought the movie was decent, but there was a lot of things where like, oh, it just needed a couple more months of writing, before it was put in production. Box office wise, it wasn't that big of a hit. It made like 600 million. So it probably barely broke even. But they didn't even make a big profit off a Superman movie. But I think I'll end it here before I lose my mind, because I just care too much as a fan. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and God bless you all.